So today I'm going to do a challenge. I want to see if I can make fire using nothing but wood. And first I have to collect some stuff, so come with me. So first thing I have to do is collect this. It rained overnight, so a lot of it's actually pretty wet. So, and by the way, I know what you guys are going to ask. You're going to ask, why isn't this guy collecting wood in nature like he's supposed to? Well, first of all, I did. Haven't any of you ever seen Minecraft? I went into nature, punched a couple of trees, and got a bunch of wood. And they just look like blocks. Perfect. So at least I took the biggest pieces out of the fire. I wasn't going to completely rearrange everything, and the bottom's still very, very moist. So I'm going to use whatever I can from this to create a fire. Let's just hope that this notch is enough. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I've never done this before, I've only seen videos, but I'm still trying it anyways, so what the hell. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use this piece of wood and create a spindle. I'm going to have to shorten it, I don't know, to about here, I guess, about this long. Okay, maybe a little bit longer, you know, just for safety. And I'll try to have to make this as flat as possible. I have to try to get rid of all the stumps and no wait, not stumps, branches. I mean branches. So this is what I was left with, and let's just simply try if this works, or if anything at all works. Okay, you know what? I just realized I may have to make this notch a little bit bigger. Okay, let's see. I hope that works. I made it just up to the hole. There's absolutely nothing going on. Okay. I'm getting shavings, but they're not hot. So as you can see, I didn't manage to get any ember from this, no char dust, no ember, no nothing. And I'm assuming that possibly my stick might be a little too wet or not the right wood. I think this is plum, and I honestly have no idea what this is. But we use it to make fires in the winter, so one of the two has to be wrong, right? Or maybe they're right, I'm just doing it wrong. Right? Okay, never mind. I'll get a drill and let's try if I can make this using a little bit more power. Okay. Okay, So as you can see, we have ember. It actually worked, meaning that I just have to try doing exactly that just with my two bare hands. That shouldn't be too hard, right? Okay, so I collected a little bit of dry grass, which I'm going to place underneath my block of wood. And while I'm collecting the ember, I hope to in some way ignite this. Let's hope that my thinking is correct, okay? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's not even warm. It's not hot, it's not even warm, nothing. Maybe I'm gonna have to let this stick dry a little bit more. I honestly don't know. Maybe I'm doing something completely wrong. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna try with the bow drill. So this is the wood that I collected. I hope it works for making fire. I really hope it works. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna make this piece here into a sturdy spindle. At least the wood is looking very, very dry. Okay, so now I'm gonna put a notch and a hole into this wood, and then I'm gonna test if anything even happens. And I might actually just try with the drill first because to be honest, I don't even know if this wood is any good, and it feels a little bit moist, to be honest. Yesterday I experimented with different types of wood, and I got this fir which I made into a spindle, and actually I hope this is the right size. If not, I made a few other spindles as well today. I even made a few smaller spindles. I hope these ones are good. This one's actually pretty how do you say, simple to hold. This one's pretty easy. I think this one might actually work pretty well. If not, I might do this one using the bow drilling method. Yep, exactly. And here's the old one which I had, and again I mentioned this one was plum, so I don't think this wood is any good, and I'm gonna leave this one be. And also it's still a little bit wet, so it makes absolutely no sense using this. Exactly. The other wood that I split yesterday was beech, and yeah, I actually read that this is not good. And not only is this beech wood a little bit too moist, but also it's not a good wood to use as a fireboard. I tried drilling with the drill yesterday, and yeah, obviously I did get it to get a little bit cold, I guess, or burnt, but it's just not good. Okay, so I'm going to be using this instead, and I experimented with this yesterday too, and this is how do you say, this is fir also, so I'll be drilling with a fir into a fir, and I hope this works, so wish me luck. I made the bottom flat as I can, and a little bit more, yeah, grippy, I hope. And let's see if this works. Okay, I changed back to this piece of wood, to this piece of fir that I had before, except I'm going to put in a hole into this one. Okay, I tried multiple times, and to be honest, this piece of fir, this was already broken before, so I didn't have a flat surface that I was working on. It was always whipping back and forth when I was trying to make fire, when I was trying to make charcoal dust, or however it's called, and I'm getting absolutely nothing. There's no heat buildup whatsoever. I felt a little bit of heat before. There was a little bit of, how do you say, I noticed a little bit of warmth coming from this thing, but that was pretty much all. From this point on, I have decided I'm going to do this challenge with the bow drill, because yeah, I'm just not getting enough energy with my two bare hands. Maybe someone's better with this. To be honest, I really don't know. So guys, today the weather is absolutely amazing, and since I managed to get a little bit of smoke yesterday from trying with this bow drill that I quickly put together, I'm really confident. I'm really confident this is going to work. What I'm going to do now basically is I put this in here, yes, like that. Wrap this around and underneath, and to keep tension on this, what I do is I put my entire hand inside of here, and then I just move my hand back, and then just by moving my wrist back, I put on more tension on this cord. So yeah, it's all pretty much on my wrist right now, but hey, it worked, so what the hell, right? Okay, so the next thing that I have to do is I have to prepare some wooden shavings and dry leaves and whatever I have to finish the tinder nest or bird's nest or however you want to call it, and have some really fine shavings in there so that when I manage to get some ember, that I can actually manage to start fire. And please, I hope this is the last day. I hope everything works. Stay with me. Today we are going to make fire. So I create some wood shavings and put those into the tinder bundle as well. Okay, I hope this works. I put in some dry leaves in here. I put in some wood in here. I put all the grass together, and I'm going to try to put the tinder bundle right in the middle of here. And I hope this actually starts to burn like crazy. I really hope so. Because to be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing 100%. So the first thing that I'm going to do today is I'm going to start one complete new fireboard from scratch. So I'm going to use this piece of fur that I have left, and then I'm going to try to make fire. I almost forgot this part, the top part, I think it's called bearing block, right? Okay, yeah, that worked perfectly. Anyways, I'm going to carve a V-shaped hole here, about almost touching the center. Well, actually, no, not to the center, just until it gets to the darker cold area. Okay, I hope that's okay. Let's see if this actually works. And I'm going to be collecting it all on this piece of bark. For a moment I saw some smoke coming up, but I think I was a little bit too hasty. Let's try that again. I just realized how hot my bearing block was getting. I don't have anything, maybe a leaf or something? Yeah, I'll get a leaf. Okay, let's hope that this works as a good bearing block. No, for some reason it's not working. Okay, I went a little bit deeper. Maybe this might actually work. So for some weird reason, there's absolutely no charred dust or ember whatsoever collecting. This is still everything that I had from before. This might still actually work as you know, if I get this ignited somehow. But right now, I think I may have to try using the other end now. Okay. Right. I haven't even made a notch yet. Okay. Come on, please. I hope this works. Wish me luck, please. Aw. I honestly don't understand. There's no ember. There's nothing. Okay, let's just try again. Okay, so I don't have much time left today. I really want to make this work. So I think I know what the problem was before. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 sticks. I'm going to carve 2 of the 3 s a little bit deeper into the wood and make a slight angle towards the bottom so I have a little bit more space for all my ember. I'm also going to continue drilling until I see a lot more ember and smoke. And then I'm going to very carefully pull it away. And I put my nest here right beside it. So as soon as I have ember, I'm going to carefully with my knife scrape it into the nest and I really hope that I can make fire today. Come on guys, this is gonna work. I know it. Okay, I tried something else. I tied it to this end of the stick and I wrapped it around the other end. And now I'm not gonna hurt my wrist as much. I think I'm gonna burn myself. Yes! Fire! Yes! Yes! I cannot believe the fire almost went out. I cannot believe I let the fire almost go out. Oh my God. Yes! Hey guys, thank you for joining me in this super fun episode. I hope you enjoyed it too. All my struggle with making fire finally worked, and I just burned everything. I just got rid of all the tools that I had. I don't even care. This was a super fun experiment, and see you guys in the next video.